Air India Flight 171 was a regularly scheduled flight between Ahmedabad and London Gatwick. When the flight was operating on June 12, 2025, it suddenly lost thrust on both engines and crashed into the BJ Medical College hostel. The aircraft operated was a Boeing 787-8. Its registration was Victor Tango Alpha November Bravo. Its first flight was in December 2013 and was 11.5 years old when it crashed. On board were 242 people, and out of those, tragically, 241 died. Since the plane crashed into the city, another 19 people died on the ground. It has been a month since the crash, which means a preliminary report is out. It reveals shocking details. Firstly, the ram air turbine was deployed, which happens when both engines are shut off. Secondly, the fuel control switches were moved from run to cutoff, stopping the flow of fuel to the engines, leading the engines to shut down. The next piece of evidence is probably the most crucial. It is mentioned in the report. In the cockpit voice recording, one of the pilots is heard asking the other why did he cut off. The other pilot responded that he did not do so. This does reveal that the fuel switches were moved to cutoff. The only question remaining is how. We don't know if it was a pilot error or a mechanical error. The thing is, fuel control switches cannot be moved accidentally. The switch is guarded. The plane also showed no signs of issues before takeoff, and this is where the investigation will continue. This is the first hull loss of a Boeing 787. It obviously brings lots of questions. Some initial concerns which are ruled out are bird strike. We knew it was due to the fuel switches. The second was fuel contamination. Fuel samples were tested, and it came out clean. Flap settings and gear. This was the biggest concern among the media. Let's be real here. Gear does not do anything. Gear does increase drag, but it's not going to bring a whole plane down. Secondly, the flaps were at the right position. So now we have a lead on the investigation, but we don't know all the facts. I'll be updating you guys on what's been happening in the crash investigation. Thank you all for watching.